Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, my Kiwinoy fan. If this is your first time, then don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. So today we are going to review my favorite purchase of the year so far, and it is a product from the NameStamp. So if your kids go to daycare like my daughter Lily, then you would know that having absolutely everything labeled is very important. I was using iron-on labels for Lily's clothes, and I also get them online, but this is how they look like. So they are basically like stickers, and then you just use the iron to stick them on, but as you can see, they're starting to come off. Not all of them though, some of them really lasted so long, like this one here. So these are iron-on labels, so they can go to the wash, they can go to the dryer, and they still stay on. Here's another one here. And then life got too busy, especially when you're working full-time. So while scrolling on Facebook, I so happened to see the ad about this one, the NameStamp, and it got me so interested. So this is basically what the name says. It's a stamp that you can use to label your clothes, and I've also actually tried labeling shoes with this one, and it worked perfectly. So I gave it a go, and I got mine for $20 plus shipping, of course. So I'll just show you some of the clothes that I've already labeled as soon as I got the NameStamp. So you can customize your stamp. For my one, I got a small panda on it, and you can actually use them on semi-dark clothes as well, like this one here, and also got this one. I've also labeled Lily's socks with these, so like that one here, this one, and this has already been in the washer and in the dryer for multiple times now, and the ink is still there. Just a tip though, for the first time that you're using the stamp, make sure that you use it on a piece of paper first and not directly on a clothing, because I find that there was too much ink the first time that I use it. Because there's too much ink, it actually penetrates through the clothing, like this one here. So that's where I stamped it, and you can still see through it at the back. And same with this one, because these are the first clothes that I've labeled. And another tip also is that make sure to stamp on the linen itself and not on the label. Because what it happens is that it just smudges, the ink just smudges when you stamp it on the label like this one. So I tried to stamp it on the label for the first time, and it turned out like that. Okay, so I'll just show you what's in the box. So it comes in a pink box like this, and such a cute one. Here we go. So this is the stamp that I ordered. You can choose so many different designs and characters for the stamp. But yeah, so for a simple one like this, it's $20. Of course, the more intricate the design is, the more expensive it is. And in your box, you will also get a thank you card with a discount code, and it comes with a 20cm thin sticker or thin label for the dark clothings. So the idea of this is that you stick this on first on the dark clothing, and then you use the stamp. So what I might do is try to use this for the first time. So I haven't used this yet. So like I said earlier, if it's a darker clothing, you can use this thin sticker strip. I think that's what it's called, that comes with it. So you get a free 20cm one. And I was actually struggling to figure it out. I thought it was really just a sticker, but I think it's an iron-on sticker. So I will give that one a go. So like with any iron-on label, sorry, the shiny side faces the clothing, and then you need to use a baking paper over it so as not to burn it. Using the lowest temperature setting, you literally just iron it on. Right, so let's see if that worked. And jokes, my iron wasn't on. So our iron is finally ready, so we'll just give that one a go again. So round 2. Right, so put your baking paper over the sticky label. Then literally iron it on. We've got a visitor. Hello, darling. Hi. I think it worked. So, moment of truth. Yeah, so it is indeed an iron-on label. I'm just gonna iron the side, the corners better, because it's still coming off. There you go, that's better. So once your sticky is on, I reckon maybe wait for it to cool down before you stamp on it. Or should we just give it a go? So it's smudged a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. So definitely wait for it to cool down before you stamp on it. To use this, it's very easy. Even your kids can label their clothes themselves. Here we go. So see, it's still very new. So like I said, it goes through the clothes. But other than that, it's actually very perfect. It's convenient. And it takes just a few seconds to do it as well. So just let it dry first and avoid rubbing on it as well, because the ink will smudge if you do. And it works on socks as well, on small areas. Go. So we've labeled a few clothes. What we'll do next is we'll put them in the wash, and that way you can see that they definitely doesn't come off after being in the wash. So we've labeled a few clothes, and what we'll do next is we'll put them in the wash so that you can see that they definitely doesn't come off after being in the wash. So let's do it. It's all finished. So, as you can see, your label is still there. It's pretty good. This is the one. It's not coming off, so good. So I've got all the clothes that we've just labeled, and they're already dry. I've put them in the dryer, and as you can see, they still have the label on them. The ink is still very good. It's still dark enough. It doesn't come off. So this has been washed and put in the dryer and they're still there. It's another one. And this is the one with the iron-on label for darker clothes. So like I said earlier on my video, make sure that you wait for it to cool down before you use the stamp. Otherwise it creates a smudge like this one here. So again, yeah, I definitely recommend this. It is again from the NameStamp. Definitely worth your money. Like I said, I got mine with just a simple design. I got mine for $20 and shipping, if I'm not mistaken, was $5. I think it is more cost effective than the iron-on labels because you can use them multiple times instead of having to purchase a sheet at a time. So in general, I'm really happy with it. I find it more convenient, definitely easier. It takes less time to label your clothes. My only reservation is that these iron-on sticky labels or sticky tape for the darker clothes, I think it is very thick and it might feel a bit irritating to the person who is wearing it. If you compare it to the pre-made iron-on labels that I used to use, it's a reasonably very flexible and thin, but yeah, compared to this one, this is a lot thicker and it feels more stiff. So again, in general, I'm very happy with it. I definitely think that you must give it a go. I would definitely go for this one over iron-on labels or any other clothing labeling system that's out there. They do last and it's very easy to use. Even your children can do it themselves. So if you like this video, please don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box. But otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.